You know, we've got a lot of ideas of what aliens would look like, but what do aliens think we look like? This is the Arecibo radio message. It kind of tells them everything they need to know, but it only tells them how tall we are and our basic outline. I don't think this is enough for aliens to go by, especially if they miss this message, which actually has a picture of humans. If you were an alien and you wanted to find the person who sent this signal, you'd probably use a telescope to find their planet. Scientists use this method to see if planets exist and what their atmosphere chemistry might be. If you pointed your telescope at Earth, you would see that we have liquid oceans and also a lot of pollution, which means we could be industrial age or have a lot of war. Given the ingredients for sapience, what would aliens think humans look like? I can tell you right now. Robots. Robots, probably, because if an alien species is around long enough, then it's probably just gonna be robots. The picture looked like a big robot. Maybe it's some sort of transformer. If it's not a robot, maybe this weird bump on its body is actually not a head, but a communicator. Lots of animals in nature have something that help them produce sounds, and obviously intelligent life is going to have a complex language. You might assume that the big head is actually a big nose, which honestly just looks like a complicated clown. Maybe that weird bump on their body is actually a type of communication device that is not a nose, because noses would be funny and not sophisticated. Perhaps it's a bioluminescent lure. We don't know how different aliens will look from us. Complex communication is like the cornerstone of intelligent life, but that might be too weird, you nerd. 4 eyes. I'm running out of ideas. What if that big bump is actually an eye stalk? Of course. And there you have it. The perfect version of a human. God. An intelligent species on Earth most likely has all of these traits. Got perfect eyes, strong hands, likes long walks on the beach, specifically on 2 feet or tentacles, whatever they look like. And we know that they probably came from an ocean, and we know that either they are polluting the world or at war. So I just kind of drew both at the same time. It makes perfect sense. The bump on its body was giant eye stalks. Tons of animals have done it through evolution. But what if that wasn't what it was? I do have a tendency to make aliens too weird. Maybe they look more like us than I think. In that case, this guy might actually look like this guy. No, that's worse. I did worse. He's bipedal, just like the radio signal told us. He's got aquatic features because it's definitely a planet with water. And all that pollution created from war, it makes sense because their face looks like they are perpetually angry. Never mind, I don't like it. Even with all the information jam-packed in this Arecibo message, we cannot necessarily figure out what aliens think we look like.